Now, when it comes to self-accountability, let's say me and another person is getting into it and a fight break out or whatever the case may be. And then when it come down to it, in reality, I'm the one that started that fight, but I'm always pointing at everybody else, and I don't see, no, because you did X, Y, and Z, everything else came after it. And that's where I should be able to see, yeah, that's on me. That's where I messed up. Alright, so this is another video that's tied to the series The Black Community is Doomed. This particular video is dealing with the lack of self-accountability. If you have not seen the other videos within this series, I'll tag it to this video, but definitely be sure to check those out. I may have 4 or 5 of those uploaded at this point. Definitely check those out. But as it pertains to lack of self-accountability, that is causing a lot of dysfunction within our community from the standpoint that, from a collective standpoint, we oftentimes do not take accountability for the parts that we play in whatever said thing may be. And I can give examples as how it's across the board with the black community. Now, there could be several other examples, but I don't want to make this video too long with trying to pinpoint every single thing that could deal with self-accountability. Just use your own personal experiences to try to follow what I'm saying. But we can look at something that's plaguing our community is the dysfunction that's going on between black men and black women. But if we really looked at that, I guarantee a lot of that is going to come down to self-accountability, how we as an individual, whether you're a black man, how you're playing into the dysfunction, and then that dysfunction then goes on to that woman's next experience and the experience after that and the experience after that. Hopefully she don't go through the exact same thing, but just imagine if she is going through the same thing over and over again that she went with you. Same thing could be on the other side. You got a black man that went through X, Y, and Z with a black woman, and when he gets with the next black woman, it's the same thing, next woman, next woman, next woman, it's the same thing. And then from that standpoint, when you have all those different issues going on, and oftentimes it does come down to us taking accountability or looking in the mirror to see where do we play in the dysfunction. I guarantee if we start looking at things like that, we can start addressing said issue to where it doesn't happen as much. Now, is it going to stop the problems altogether? No, but I guarantee it's going to do a lot more than we think if we can start looking in the mirror. So again, I only use one particular example that I know for a fact that self-accountability is lacking when it comes to black men pointing the finger at black women and black women pointing the finger at black men. That's why you see so much dysfunction in our community right now, and it all in that particular situation comes down to lack of self-accountability for that person to see, okay, it's not just them, I'm playing into this problem by this way, and the other side does the same thing. So self-accountability, if self-accountability is missing from a particular person, you can guarantee it's going to show in many different ways. Now, if you tie that to a vast majority of people in our community, you can only imagine how much dysfunction or how many problems that we may have that's going unaddressed because people lack the accountability aspect of said thing. And before I end the video, accountability from a general sense and self-accountability are two different things. I've done a video about that I tied to this, so I won't go too far into that, but I'll use a brief example. From a law standpoint, if you break a law, there's a consequence, whatever that consequence may be. Many people lump that into self-accountability when they lump that into accountability, but they put self-accountability with that as well, because you'll often hear them say, everybody holds me accountable or whatever the case may be. But if you use that particular situation, that shows you accountability is something else from a general sense, to where there's other things in place that hold you accountable to your actions. That doesn't necessarily mean you hold yourself accountable to your actions, or you can see where your actions led to X, Y, and Z, especially if you're always pointing fingers. Now, when it comes to self-accountability, let's say me and another person is getting into it and a fight break out or whatever the case may be. And then when it come down to it, in reality, I'm the one that started that fight, but I'm always pointing at everybody else, and I don't see, no, because you did X, Y, and Z, everything else came after it. And that's where I should be able to see, yeah, that's on me. That's where I messed up. That was my shortcoming. I'm the cause of said thing trickling down and getting to the point that it got to. That's self-accountability. So hopefully people can understand where I'm coming from by giving those two examples as to why I say accountability and self-accountability are two different things. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Be sure to check out all the other videos that's a part of this series. I appreciate y'all for watching.